Hey everyone, welcome back to the Nurturing Coach channel. Today we're going to talk about what happens when the narcissist can no longer control you.
The narcissist's motto is control or be controlled.
Hey, thanks for being here. Narcissists have to control others. They have to control the information flow. Quite political in that sense, that they have to ensure that all the information out there about them is what they agree to. And so they will control how others view them with the information that comes out. So any information from your household will be controlled by them. They will be the one telling people what it's like, what you're like, what the kids are like. They will be the public face of the relationship and of the family. And this is all about their need to control. So why do they need to control? Because they can't handle the truth, essentially. The truth to them is their enemy, because the truth is painful for them. They hate themselves. Deep down, you wouldn't know that to look at them because they act very self-important, very grandiose, but actually underneath all of that is a self-hatred which comes through from their childhood. But that self-hatred means that they can't let anyone see the truth. They can't let anyone get in behind that. So they control. They control what you think. They control what you feel. They control what the kids think, feel, behave. They're control freaks, essentially. And I don't really like that term because it really belittles what narcissism is, and also people kind of use it as a badge of honor, like, oh god, I'm a bit of a control freak. And it's like, actually, if you've been with someone who is a narcissist and really does rage when they lose control, then that's not a helpful thing to say. Slightly gone off point there, but I had to get that in. So they control everything, and you know that, you're experiencing that now. I know in my situation, it was very much that this is the information that's presented about the situation. There's elements of the truth, but actually the context is completely skewed. But they're controlling that. They're controlling what goes out. So it paints everyone else in all these other lights. Everyone else is the villain, and then as either the hero or the victim, and it's through that control of information that goes out. So what happens? What happens when they can't do that anymore? What happens when the relationship comes to an end and you start talking? You start telling people that actually, I didn't want to be with them. Actually, it wasn't a bed of roses. They're really not the nice guy that you think they are. This is what the truth is. What happens then to the narcissist? Well, one, we have narcissistic injury. You're damaging their ego, and so they're going to be furious with you. Their rage is going to be enormous. They're so angry because you're damaging their already fragile ego. You are daring to speak out against them, and they have to control that. They have to try and get that control back. So what do? Is they punish you. They will use your children. They will smear you. They will tell anyone with ears how awful you are, so that the information that you then try and get out there has already been blacklisted, essentially. It's like in the press, say that one newspaper will say everything that X newspaper prints is a lie. The editor is this, that and the other, and you can't trust a word that they say. So that paper, the X paper, prints a story. Everyone just thinks must be a lie. It could be the complete and utter truth, but people automatically think it's a lie because the other newspaper has told everyone that it is. So they control that process. They control all of that. And when you step out of that, they will try and regain control by controlling what everyone else thinks about you. And they will use anything they can around you to hurt you, to punish you for daring to do that. And that's the narcissistic injury. It's about the protection of that false self. They want everyone to see them as someone with all these characteristics, when the reality is they're actually very different. They're like this, and you're trying to tell everyone they're like this. And so in their desperate attempt to protect this image, they will become even more, they will try and display more of these qualities. So they will be love bombing everyone around them, triangulating people constantly, including their own children, and at the same time they will be belittling everything you say. They will be saying that you are a liar, that you are aggressive, that you are this, that and the other. And the more you try and tell people what they're like, the more you kind of reinforce their view of them. And so, again, that is down to that control. They've always tried to control you. They've tried to control everything that you think and feel about yourself. And now when you suddenly try and find your voice, they use themselves. They use everyone around them. They use all the tactics that they did at the start, and they use them on other people to make them believe that you're that version, the version that they've shared with everyone. They lose it. They lose it. When they lose control, that's when things can get dangerous, because they fly into rages. They will hurt people. They will do everything they can to cover up the truth. And I mean everything they can. Some will run if they have a lack of resources, if they don't have money, if they don't have power, if they don't have influence, then they'll run and just start a new life somewhere else, which, great, go. But if they have any kind of power or influence, including the children, then they will stay and they will do whatever they can. They will make threats against you, against people around you. They will hurt those that you care about, all to regain that control over you and the situation, and to protect anyone from seeing the truth. So they may threaten that they will hurt someone if you do something. They believe that threat is enough to stop the truth from coming out. They use it in court. They make false allegations. It's all in that effort to stop the control of information, to control the information that goes out. And they really can't handle it when the truth does start to come out. And that's why it's so important that you have a team around you of people, because they will lose it at you. They will come after you. They will make threats. They may become violent. And so it's important that you have people around you who believe you and support you, and therefore can protect you, in essence, because the more people that know the truth, the more people there are to threaten. The more people there are to threaten, the more other people will see it, and it's that effect where it starts off small, but actually that ripple effect of more people knowing. And that's what we at NAPARC are doing. We're creating an army. We are talking to professionals. We are linking victims together so that we can create this huge army, so that when they try and attack you, they don't just attack you, they attack all of us, and we all come after them. And that's that is the mission statement, essentially, of NAPARC and the charity Nurturing Balance is the charity which is all about support, and that is the philosophy that we will bring an army. The NAPARC is creating your army. The charity will bring the army for you. If you are struggling at the moment with that control, they are trying to regain control over you in all those tactics, do grab a copy of the Word Salad Decoded document, which helps you to communicate with the narcissist more effectively and to reduce your own stress levels in response to them upping their game. The link is on the screen. If you do need any support, do get in touch. Email address on the screen, enquiries@thenurturingcoach.co.uk. If you want to be part of the NAPARC community, link is on the screen, facebook.com/groups NAPARC. Please do subscribe. It helps to get more views. It helps more people to get this message, to understand what's going on, to be validated, and to let them know that actually we get it, and we're fighting for you. And so please do share, please subscribe, please like and comment, really appreciate it. And I hope that you do okay, and look forward to speaking to you in the next video. Take care everyone, bye bye.